Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
An Ogle County man's arrested, accused of breaking into a home. It stems from an incident earlier this year that landed the suspect in the hospital.
Recent high-profile crimes involving teens and younger put a spotlight on the juvenile justice system. We look at reforms in place to get to what experts say is the root of the problem.
And the Illinois High School Association cuts 2 programs. The state tournaments discontinued for certain teams. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson.
An Ogle County man's arrested after police say he was shot breaking into someone's home.
This happened back in February on East Fowler Road in rural Rochelle. Deputies were called to the home around 1 in the morning. When police got there, they found 28-year-old Zachary Johnson shot. Investigators say someone living at the home opened fire after Johnson broke in. Johnson is also accused of trying to break into a nearby Oak Ridge Drive home. He was not successful. Johnson was arrested last Thursday. He's charged with criminal trespass to a residence and aggravated battery. He bonded out of the Ogle County Jail. Johnson is due back in court later this month. 4 months, maybe longer, Rockford police have reported suspects in local crimes getting younger and younger. There are programs in place to keep kids away from that path. Once young people are in the system, the focus shifts to analyzing what got them there.
Our Nicole Delgado took a closer look at the programs within the Juvenile Detention Center. Nicole?
That's right, Eric and Mimi. There are over a dozen different programs within the Juvenile Detention Center, specifically aiding to helping young offenders get back on the right track.
These are our kids, and they're not going to stay in detention forever. Those kids come back, and they're still back in our community, so we have to provide those services to the kids here so that things will be different and better.
The Juvenile Detention Center in Winnebago County is the front line of helping kids make a 360 life change, and that's what has motivated Debbie Jarvis for the last 30 years. One success story she remembers is a girl who was caught stealing at a local pool when she was just 8. She's now 30, employed, and a mom.
The last time I think she got in trouble was probably when she was 16. So she's gone a long time without being in trouble, and now she's a functioning, great member of this community. She's really breaking out of that cycle of the criminal behavior and things like that. So that's what I'm proud of.
Superintendent of the Juvenile Detention Center, Julie McGray-Grotto, says their goal is to provide structure.
Our mission statement is to provide care, custody, and discipline for minors awaiting court in the 17th Judicial Circuit. However, over the years, I think that's kind of evolved into trying to teach them more life skills and addressing mental health issues and just giving them the skills and the tools to be productive members of society when they grow up.
The detention center provides resources for the kids to be better prepared as adults, including summer school through the Rockford Public School District, as well as art, gardening, book clubs. There's also cognitive behavioral therapy. Jim Noe with Rosecrans believes mental health plays a big part.
Kids in juvenile detention are not necessarily bad people. They're humans with struggles just like the rest of us. Some of them involve a lot of trauma and a lot of pain, and as a community, if we can get behind them and support them and help them make different choices.
Debbie says we are here for these kids because we want to be, because we care about what happens to them.
They come from very difficult situations where a lot of times there's many layers of different kinds of problems going on, trauma, different kinds of situations in the home where it's difficult to work with our kids. They're definitely more complex, but we can still reach them and we can still make a difference with them.
The Juvenile Detention Center is always looking for opportunities to expand services to the youth, particularly in behavioral health and trauma service. Eric?
Thanks, Nicole. Rockford firefighters try to save a burning house late Tuesday night. Around 11:30, first responders were called to Hoover Avenue, just northeast of Sandy Hollow and Kishwaukee. Smoke was coming from the house when they arrived. The basement was in flames. Crews brought the fire under control within 20 minutes. No one was hurt. Damage is estimated at $5,000. It's not clear what caused the fire.
A Davis man is found safe after going missing. 85-year-old Daniel Mikos was reported missing yesterday. He was last seen in Beloit around 3 in the afternoon. Mikos has a condition that placed him in danger. Early this morning, he was found safe in Winnebago County. The Stephenson County Sheriff's Office thanks everyone who spread the word and called with information.
State leaders gather at Malcolm X College in Chicago for an inaugural summit on Illinois homelessness. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson said he's working to ensure no one lives on the street, in a car, or doubled up with another relative.
Our work is about saving lives. 65,000 families who are unhoused in the city of Chicago, of which 20,000 of them are documented as children. As a former public school teacher, I can tell you when a child comes to school every single day and they are unhoused and they are hungry and their parents have little or no employment, it is very difficult to discuss comma splices and the 5 causes of the American Revolution and balancing equations. You have nowhere to lay your head.
During the Home Illinois Summit, leaders discussed potential solutions and strategies. Their goal is to eventually reach zero homelessness in the state. It's part of an effort the governor announced in this year's budget speech, where he praised Rockford's efforts at ending homelessness. The Illinois High School Association Board votes to discontinue state tournaments for debate teams and boys gymnastics. Board members say they made the move because not enough schools were fielding teams. Since 2000, boys gymnastics has averaged just more than 50 schools participating. That number shrank to 40 teams this year out of 817 IHSA member high schools. IHSA policy says state tournaments won't be held when the state series has less than 7% of member schools entering a team. Lucky number 7 won big for Pick 3 players across Illinois.
The winning numbers for Monday night's Pick 3 were 7, 7, and 7 with a fireball of 3. Over 8,600 people hit the triple sevens. That adds up to more than $2.1 million in prizes. Players who gambled on a 50-cent play took home $250. Those choosing the dollar play ended up with $500. Winners have a year to claim their prize. Disney's offering fans a once-in-a-lifetime experience as it relaunches its Around the World tour.
The 24-day tour features travel by private jet to all 12 Disney amusement parks, including Disneyland in Tokyo, Shanghai, and Paris. Stops in India and Egypt are also on the itinerary. The price tag for the 3.5-week adventure is $115,000. There are 2 departure dates in summer 2024.
Republicans introduced their own plan to cut college costs and student debt.
Coming up, it's their response to the president's plan to forgive thousands of dollars in loans, which the Supreme Court could be just days away from weighing in on.
And the Illinois Capitol building's undergoing major renovations. Coming up at 6. The project includes restoring the building to its original structure.
We have got a great crowd up here in McChesney Park for weather in your backyard, and a great night too. Temperatures warming through those 80s. We'll look at how long that warmer weather is expected to stick around. All coming up in your most trusted forecast next. Stay right here.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Senate Republicans introduced their own plan to cut college costs and student debt.
We told you this week the pandemic pause on student loan payments officially ends this fall. Washington correspondent Jesse Tenor looks at the GOP solution and the status of the Biden administration's loan forgiveness.
College costs are soaring.
Senate Republicans argue a higher education is more expensive than ever, but the quality is lacking.
And that's wrong.
This group introduced a package of bills Wednesday to tackle the country's student loan crisis and hold schools accountable.
They're not partisan. They're something that just brings information to the student.
Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy says they want students to know the true cost and value of their degree. And Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville says their legislation also aims to stop schools from taking advantage of the high availability of federal loans.
It would force schools to bring down cost and to compete for students. What an idea.
Cassidy says while their plan addresses the root causes of the crisis, President Biden's plan to cancel up to $20,000 in debt for some borrowers burdens taxpayers.
This is not a fix. This is merely a Band-Aid.
The Education Department has said student loan interest and payments would resume in the fall. But Secretary Miguel Cardona told me his department is still waiting on the U.S. Supreme Court.
We feel confident in our case.
The justices could issue a decision as early as Thursday on whether the president's forgiveness plan can move forward. Either way, Cardona says his department is ready to help borrowers.
Make sure that the process to get back on to repayment is smooth and that they feel supported.
In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
After a rainy day yesterday, it was a much clearer, warmer day.
When we come back, Candace shows us we have a slight chance of rain in our forecast. She's live from a local backyard next.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, good evening. Welcome back. We are in our second week of Weather in Your Backyard, and I just have to say I am having a lot of fun out here at Lou and Joe's house up in Machesney Park. I've got Lou here with me. Thank you so much for letting us come and invade your home. You've got a good group of folks up here, and we're just kind of admiring your backyard as you're along the Rock River, and I know you got a couple of nice, your favorite locations here in the yard. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, of course, being on the river itself is the main attraction, and catch a lot of fish, not as many as I did when I had an actual boat.
Oh, sure, right.
But it's also nice grounds for golf, practicing golf. Hit chip shots along the side, and some of my neighbors like to try to hit a drive all the way across the river
to see who can make it across. Yeah. And I know you guys were talking. It's a lot farther than what it looks, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm a little reluctant to take my turn because I got a feeling I know how that's going to turn out.
I mean, I don't blame you on that one, right? Yeah, a little harder to kind of recover those golf balls too. But you've got, as I mentioned, a nice property, a nice group of people out here. So thank you so much, and for the food too from Salamoni's coming out here this evening. Anything else you want to talk about with the yard?
A combination of getting everybody together and having Salamoni's.
I know. That's a party in itself,
Doesn't get much better than that.
And you got to factor in the weather too, right?
Perfect.
It is gorgeous out
here. It's gorgeous right now, yes.
I know. Yeah. We've got a little bit of cloud cover, some haze. I will let you get back over to your food because I know you've been enjoying that. Thank you so much.
I have a piece of pizza over there that's waiting for me.
I know. You don't want it to get cold, right? I took him away from his pizza. Well, thanks so much. As I mentioned, we've had some nice weather out here. Our temperatures have made it into the 80s, and that's where we sit right now when you look at those current numbers. We're at 83 degrees in Freeport, 84 here in Rockford, 82 in Rochelle, 84 in Dixon, and we sit at 85 right now in Sterling. We've had some hazy sunshine out there this afternoon, and that will continue as we go through the rest of this evening. SkyTrack, quiet and dry conditions. Satellite radar shows that too, but we've had a little more cloud cover kind of built in, but I do think we see more haze as we go through this evening. Same thing for tomorrow, and some of that will even linger into Friday. Let's talk our temperatures here as we go through the night tonight. We'll maintain those 80s as we get a little further through this evening. Temperatures tonight, upper 50s to right around 60 degrees. It'll be another warm day tomorrow. Temperatures very similar to where we were here this afternoon, but there is a cold front that comes through, so that may bring us a very isolated shower or thunderstorm towards mid to late afternoon. Temperatures will gradually drop back. You may notice humidity going up just a little bit as we start to see some moisture kind of work closer to that front tomorrow afternoon, but high pressure builds in behind that. Tomorrow night, some of our cooler locations could actually drop into the 40s by Friday morning. Friday afternoon looks stellar with that northeasterly wind. All the active weather has been to the south of us, and that's where it stays. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings as it is going to be an active evening and night across the south. Reason why we have seen an uptick in that activity, our subtropical jet really starting to ramp up. This more typical of a pattern we would see come early spring rather than here at the beginning of summer. With that ridge of high pressure, though, building in with that northern jet, that'll keep us mostly dry through the weekend. In fact, I did remove the rain chances for Saturday and only had it at a slight chance going into Father's Day. Any rainfall right now could actually end up to our west and south, so we may end up mostly dry, but I am going to hold on just to that shower chance for Sunday and Monday in case that low pressure system works a little further to the north. So 60 degrees for us tonight. Hazy skies here this evening, partly cloudy skies overnight. We're 84 for tomorrow. Again, hazy afternoon, a little breezy with that northwesterly wind. Next 7 days will look like this. We've got the 80s that'll stay with us through the weekend, and we'll see that heat return, guys, as we head into next week. MyStateline.com, that's where you want to go, /weather. Go right underneath the weather tab, and you can find weather in your backyard for your chance to win. Who knows? Maybe we'll be at your house next week. Eric and Mimi, I'll toss it back over to you.
Makes us all want to hang out by the river.
Yeah,
Thanks,
beautiful.
Candace.
Reagan's in next with sports.
The new energy continues surging from Hallis Hall. She shows us where the Chicago Bears stand after minicamp.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
Mandatory minicamp rolled on today in Lake Forest. There's been a lot of talk around this new energy at Hallis Hall, and that's been on full display the past 2 days. There's been a lot of positivity for all 3 units. The defense especially is showing flashes of hope for a group that couldn't really do much of anything last season. Obviously, not all of these guys were there for the Bears' struggles in 2022. DeMarcus Walker wasn't, but he wants to focus on the current Bears. Walker was brought in to improve a pass rush that was dead last in the league in sacks. And so far, the former Titan says he loves the vibe he's getting from his new teammates.
There's a lot more competitiveness and excitement this year than there was, prior. And I'm not knocking or, saying anything to the previous teams, I'm saying? I just know that right now that we're out there competing, I'm saying? If y'all hear somebody yelling, it's time to work, that's me, I'm saying? So, every day when I step on those lines, I make sure the team hear that.
Now the Cubs will try to take another from the Pirates tonight, but they will have to get past Jack Sawinski to do it. Drew Smiley will take the first crack at trying to get him out. The Chicago kid homered twice and walked twice last night, continuing a breakout season for the 24-year-old. He has 15 home runs and a .924 OPS. That's the 4th highest in the National League. But despite his success at the plate, David Ross isn't exactly gushing over the kid, and he was pretty candid about it.
I don't know the kid, so I don't want to speak out of turn. That's great. He's from Chicago. He's the enemy as far as I'm concerned. So glad he had a good night. We won, I guess. But, yeah, I hope he doesn't get another hit the rest of the series. I mean, if I'm being honest, hope none of them do. But, yeah, that's great. Good for him.
In other baseball scores, the Brewers got swept in their 2-game set with the Twins, 4-2 the final in Minneapolis, and the White Sox continue their West Coast swing tonight with another at Dodger Stadium. Mike Clevenger will get the start at 9 p.m. And it's Wednesday. That means another visit with Michelle on Good Day Stateline to highlight one of our amazing local female athletes. Make sure to tune in tonight at 5:30 and 11 on Fox 39. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Coming up at 9, a Stephenson County family gets good news overnight. Their 85-year-old loved one who was reported missing was found safe. We will have the details. A Rochelle man faces charges accused of home invasion. Police say the 28-year-old was shot when he went into an Ogle County home. Those stories tonight on Eyewitness News on Fox 39 at 9.